Welcome to the Divine Canine Channel. Welcome to the Divine Canine Channel, where we're talking all things crypto, from NFTs and the metaverse, projects we're currently working on, and we'll even discuss a little bit of God's Word in the Bible. So let's jump right in and get started.
Hi everybody, this is Roman. Welcome to Divine Canine YouTube channel. I just want to let you know that our www.divinecaninenft.com will be up and running soon, and we have some really good news about what we're going to do with a lot of thought. We decided to move in a new direction. That will be out probably this Friday, which will be Christmas. So if you're just getting this now, it'll be closer to Christmas when we have the news on what we're going to do. But to jump right in, we have our reading plans. Right now we're on Matthew 8. All right, let's give it a good read. Jesus cleanses a leper. And when he had come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed him. And behold, a leper came and worshipped him, saying, Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. Then Jesus put out his hand and touched him, saying, I am willing, be cleansed. Immediately his leprosy was cleansed. And Jesus said to him, See that you tell no one, but go your way. Show yourself to the priests, and offer the gift that Moses commanded, as a testimony to them. Jesus heals a centurion's servant. Now, when Jesus had entered Capernaum, a centurion came to him, pleading with him, saying, Lord, my servant is lying at home, paralyzed, dreadfully tormented. And Jesus said to him, I will come and heal him. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that you should come under my roof, but only speak a word, and my servant will be healed. For I also am a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this one, Go, and he goes, and to another, Come, and he comes, and to my servant, Do this, and he does it. When Jesus heard it, he marveled and said to those who followed, Assuredly I say to you, I have not found such great faith, not even in Israel. And I say to you that many will come from east and west and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the sons of the kingdom will be cast out into outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then Jesus said to the centurion, Go your way, and as you have believed, so let it be done for you. And his servant was healed the same hour. My servant's laying at home paralyzed. Okay. Peter's mother-in-law healed. Now when Jesus had come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother lying sick with a fever. So he touched her hand, and the fever left her, and she arose and served them. Many healed in the evening. When evening had come, they brought to him many who were demon-possessed, and cast out the spirits with a word, and healed all who were sick, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet Isaiah, saying, He himself took our infirmities and bore our sickness. The cost of discipleship. And when Jesus saw great multitudes about him, he gave a command to depart to the other side. Then a certain scribe came and said to him, Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go. And Jesus said to him, Foxes have holes, and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head. Then another of his disciples said to him, Lord, let me first go and bury my father. But Jesus said to him, Follow me, and let the dead bury their own dead. Wind and waves obeyed Jesus. Now when he had got into a boat, his disciples followed him, and suddenly a great tempest arose on the sea, so that the boat was covered with waves. But he was asleep. Then his disciples came to him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we are perishing. But he said to them, Why are you fearful, O you of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. So the men marveled, saying, Who can this be, that even the winds and the sea obey him? 2 demon-possessed men healed. When he had come to the other side, to the country of Gergesens, these words, man. There met him 2 demon-possessed men, coming out of the tombs, exceedingly fierce, so that no one could pass that way. And suddenly they cried out, saying, What have we to do with you, Jesus, you Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the time? Now a good way off from there was a herd of many swine feeding. So the demons begged him, saying, If you cast us out, permit us to go away into the herd of swine. And he said to them, Go. So when they had come out, they went to the herd of swine. And suddenly the whole herd of swine ran violently down the steep place into the sea and perished into the water, killing them all. Then those who kept them fled, and they went away into the city and told everything, including what had happened to the demon-possessed man. And behold, the whole city came out to meet Jesus. And when they saw him, they begged him to leave from their region. It's a lot happening in Matthew 8 right there. A lot happening. So let's see where he goes, where they didn't like him. So when he had come to the other side, to the country of Gergesenes, Gergesenes, maybe, there met him 2 demon-possessed men. So it sounds like this part of the world was pretty like Sodom and Gomorrah kind of going on there. If there's 2 demon-possessed men come out to meet Jesus as soon as he reaches the other side, like they knew he was there kind of thing. Or maybe Jesus went to that part knowingly to cast out the demons. And then when he did it, and all of the pigs went into the water and drowned, kind of basically dove off the cliff, all the people were like, why did you kill this man's pigs? And why did you heal them? And I don't know, it sounds like they were afraid of Jesus' power. And it's funny because they're afraid and they tell Jesus to leave. And as we'll find out in the next chapter, is that Jesus doesn't stay. He doesn't fight for them to believe in him. He just leaves. He doesn't need them to believe in him, you know? But here it says, Surely I say to you, I have not found such great faith, not even in Israel, God's chosen land. And I say to you that many will come from the east and west and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. But the sons of the kingdom will be cast out into outer darkness. So the sons of the kingdom being the Jews, and he's talking to a centurion, which is like a counselor for the Jews, or somebody that has a lot of wealth and power. And he's saying basically that the Jewish people who I came here to save will be cast out into outer darkness, even though they claim to be the seeds of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he says there will be gnashing and weeping of teeth. It's the same thing he says in the book of Revelations, that there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth for those people who decide to go against Jesus. And then you go down a little bit, and it talks about how he healed basically 2 demon-possessed men, and then those people didn't want him, and were the Jewish people, if I'm correct, and they said leave, leave, leave. So it's almost like he knew what was going to happen, and so that's why he said that to the centurion, the Jewish people. He was like, you guys worship the people, the prophets, but you're not going to worship me. So, and not worshiping me, you will have to basically go to hell. All right. Well, that's what I got from it. Tell me what you got. Leave comments below and ask any questions, and we could find some answers together. All right, so cool. We're going to celebrate Advent. So it says Isaiah 52:7. How beautiful upon the mountains are the feet of him who brings good news, who proclaims peace, who brings glad tidings of good things, who proclaims salvation, who says to Zion, your God reigns. That's pretty cool. And then we're going to go to the verse of the day, Luke 2:6-7. So it was that while they were there, the days were completed for her to be delivered, and she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling cloths, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. I don't know if you remember where it says there's no room for them in the inn. So even in Jesus's birth on earth, he had nowhere to lay his head. And then he goes on to tell him, the devil bury his dead guy. He said to him, Foxes have holes and birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. So even 33 years later after his birth, he's still basically doing God's work and not setting up a kingdom on earth. He's more of trying to set up everybody else to have their kingdom where he's going in the next couple of days, which is to the cross and then to hell. So this has never been his home. Just like he says, like, this isn't your home. We're not of this world. So be of good faith, my friends. Your God reigns. Cool. Awesome. Definitely come check us out, Divine K9 NFT. Come check us out on Discord, Instagram, Twitter, and our YouTube. And just kind of get plugged in. Like I said, we'll be releasing a little bit more news about what we're doing with our Solana K9 NFTs here in a little bit. But if you guys want to support us and buy some of the apparel that we have, or if you just want to go ahead and donate Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana and just kind of help our channel and help our growth, we would appreciate it. Otherwise, have a good night.